Now that today's games are officially done and over with, it is the unofficial halfway point of the regular season. And now that the first half is done, I thought it'd be a good time to drop a video on some mid-season awards. That's right, in today's video I'm going to be looking at the mid-season award leaders in terms of MVP, Cy Young, and Rookie of the Year. And real quick before we get into the video, if you guys do enjoy this type of content, feel free to subscribe. I post plenty of baseball content on this channel and I'm going to continue to do so going forward. So with that in mind, let's hop right into the video. Kicking things off with the Rookie of the Year award, I'm going to be starting in the American League where I have Julio Rodriguez. Rodriguez was a highly touted prospect coming into this season, and it was a pretty big surprise to see him make the opening day roster. He did tear it up in spring training, but with lots of prospects these days, a lot of people thought Julio Rodriguez would get sent back to the minors and would get called back up maybe towards the middle of the season. But of course Rodriguez ended up making the opening day roster, and he did get off to a sluggish start. But after the slow start in April, he picked things up quickly. As we stand today, Rodriguez has played in 90 games where he's hitting .275 to go along with 16 home runs, 52 RBIs, 21 stolen bases, and an .807 OPS. And with just over half a season under his belt in his big league career, he's already one of the best players on the Mariners. He's been a huge piece to their current 14-game winning streak heading into the All-Star break, and I don't think he's going to slow down in the second half. If anything, he's only going to get better. This guy is an absolute superstar, and he's going to come close to 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases as a rookie. On top of that, he's a very good center fielder. He can cover lots of range, he has a very good arm, and he's just all in all a very athletic player, so he is really good in center field. So this guy is just unbelievably good. As a 21-year-old rookie, he was just named to his first All-Star team, and he's so much better than any other rookie in the American League. I think he's going to run away with this award. Getting over to the National League side of things, the NL Rookie of the Year award up to this point, I have to go with Michael Harris. After getting called up to the Braves in late May, Harris has been on an absolute tear. So far in his first 47 career games, Harris is hitting .284 to go along with 8 home runs, 26 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, and an .823 OPS. He slotted in and immediately became one of the most important offensive bats in Atlanta's lineup. And if he keeps up this play, I would not be surprised at all to see Harris eclipse 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases. And one crazy thing about Harris is the fact that he only had 43 career games above the high A level before getting called up to the big leagues. So he made a huge jump in competition and has immediately taken a big step forward and has been one of the best rookies in all of baseball. And so far, if you play out Harris's numbers to a 162 game average, he would have 28 home runs and 34 stolen bases. So if he played a full 162 games this year, he would likely be a 30-30 guy, and that's just extremely impressive as a rookie. Harris has been extremely impressive so far in his career, and I think he slightly out-edges his teammate Spencer Strider for the National League Rookie of the Year award so far. Getting over to the Cy Young Award, starting off in the American League, I have Shane McClanahan. McClanahan has been dominating all season long, as so far in 111 innings, he's 10-3 to go along with a 1.71 ERA, 147 strikeouts, and a .8 whip. With Tampa Bay dealing with tons of injuries this season, McClanahan has been extremely reliable and has been a huge reason why Tampa is still in the playoff picture. McClanahan has been so fun to watch this year because it simply doesn't matter who he's playing, he's going to dominate. He's had numerous starts against the Yankees, who have obviously been one of the most deadly offenses in baseball this year, and he's held his own and pitched very well against them. McClanahan is dominating in all facets this year, and if he keeps this up and plays anywhere near to what he did in the first half, I think he's definitely going to win the Cy Young award. He has had some stiff competition this year, as players like Justin Verlander, Alek Manoah, and Dylan Cease have all been very good, but up to this point I think McClanahan slightly out-edges them. Moving over to the National League side of things, the Cy Young Award so far up to this point, I'm going to be going with Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara has been an absolute workhorse this season as he leads all of baseball with 138 innings pitched. In those 138 innings, Alcantara is 9-4 to go along with a 1.76 ERA, 123 strikeouts, and a .9 whip. Alcantara has been getting better and better over the past couple years, and a lot of people are picking him as a dark horse Cy Young candidate. And he's been making those people look very smart, as he's clearly been the best pitcher in the National League up to this point. And one thing that separates Alcantara from the rest of the pitchers in today's game that I really do love about him is the fact that he goes pretty much 8 innings every start. He's going to eat up a ton of innings for you, and I think that's so important in today's game where most pitchers are going 5, maybe 6 innings max. So up to this point in the season, I think Alcantara is the clear favorite to win the National League Cy Young Award. In the National League, I think his only real competitor so far has been Corbin Burnes. And finally, getting onto the MVP awards, getting things started off in the American League, I have Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani put together a historic 2021 campaign where he won the AL MVP award, and while he hasn't been as good this year, he has still been special. Offensively, in 89 games, Ohtani's hitting .258 to go along with 19 home runs, 56 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, and an .835 OPS. On the mound, in 87 innings, Ohtani is 9-4 to go along with a 2.38 ERA, 123 punchouts, and a .99 WHIP. Ohtani is so good that you could honestly just take his pitching numbers alone this year and he would be an all-star, and you can honestly say the same about his hitting. He's basically Aaron Nola on the mound and Bryce Harper at the plate put into one player. If Ohtani retired today, he's most likely a Hall of Famer from what he did last year and what he's doing this year. He's just an extremely special talent and we really can't take him for granted. And I've also heard a couple people say that Ohtani's having a down year this year, and the fact that people say that, while in my opinion he's been the MVP so far, is just unheard of. So up to this point in the season, I think Ohtani is the favorite to win the AL MVP award, but I want to give a shout out to players like Jose Ramirez, Aaron Judge, Rafael Devers, and Yordan Alvarez. And finally, getting on to the National League MVP, I'm going with Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt has been on fire all season long, as in 90 games he's hitting .330 to go along with 20 home runs, 70 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, and a league-leading .1004 OPS. Without Goldschmidt playing so well this year, the Cardinals would probably be further down in the standings because they've been decimated by injuries. If he stays hot in the second half, he's most likely going to come close to 40 home runs, 130 RBIs, and a 300-plus average, which in my opinion is definitely MVP worthy. I personally would be really happy to see Goldschmidt win the award because up to this point he has not won an MVP in his career, and that really shocked me. He's been so good for so long, and I really do hope he gets that illustrious MVP award. As for the other contenders for the NL MVP award, I want to give a quick shout out to players like Freddie Freeman, Trey Turner, Pete Alonso, and Austin Riley. So there you have my mid-season award leaders up to this point in the season. Let me know what you guys think down below, anything you agree on or disagree on. And as always, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.